What are we looking at? This is not a tank, this is not a boat, and it's definitely not a simple pontoon. What you're seeing is the Chinese amphibious mechanized bridge system, commonly known as GZM-003, also referred to as Type 84A in Chinese military service. It is a self-propelled pontoon bridge vehicle on tracks designed to do something very simple, but absolutely critical. Allow heavy military vehicles to cross rivers at any time, anywhere. How does it work? When this vehicle reaches a riverbank, it doesn't stop. It drives directly into the water, just like a tank. Once afloat, hydraulic systems activate, side pontoons unfold, the hull stabilizes, the vehicle transforms into a floating bridge module. Each unit can float independently. When several of these modules enter the water, they maneuver into position, then lock together automatically, and form either a pontoon bridge or a floating ferry platform, all without cranes, all without external boats, all under combat conditions. What can it carry? This is where things get serious. This bridge is not designed for trucks or light vehicles. It is built for main battle tanks, self-propelled artillery, rocket launcher systems, armored supply vehicles. Depending on the configuration, the system can handle 60 to 70 tons per vehicle. That means fully loaded tanks crossing rivers as if the water wasn't even there. Speed is the real weapon. A traditional pontoon bridge can take hours to deploy. This system, minutes. Each module is self-driving, requires a small crew, is ready for immediate deployment. In modern warfare, speed matters more than armor, and this system is built for speed. Why China built it? China's geography is full of wide rivers, flood plains, muddy terrain, difficult natural obstacles. Chinese military doctrine focuses on continuous movement. The idea is simple. No terrain should ever stop the advance. That's exactly why systems like the GZM-003 exist, to turn rivers into irrelevant terrain features. Tanks get the attention, missiles get the headlines. But engineering vehicles like this one is the real backbone of an army, because a tank without a bridge is useless, artillery without supply routes is helpless, an army without mobility is defeated. This machine doesn't fire a single shot, yet without it, entire offensives would fail. How it compares to the West, other countries use similar systems. The US has the M3 amphibious rig. Germany uses the Leguan bridge system. Russia relies on the PMP pontoon bridge. But the Chinese GZM-003 stands out because it uses track propulsion, and it is highly automated. It requires fewer personnel, and it deploys extremely fast. So next time you see tanks rolling forward in a military video, remember this. Behind every armored advance, behind every successful crossing, there are machines like this, silent, unarmed, essential. Because without bridges like this one, no tank ever reaches the other side. The Leopard tank that builds its own bridge. Now the environment changes. No water, no floating modules. Instead, we see damaged terrain, trenches, ditches, destroyed roads, frozen ground. For a tank, this can be just as deadly as a river. This is where German engineering takes over. What you are looking at is the Leopard 1 AVLB Biber. At first glance, it looks like a normal Leopard tank, but there is no turret, no main gun. Instead, it carries something far more important: a bridge. Folded flat on top of the hull, this armored bridge travels with the tank wherever it goes. When the Leopard Biber reaches an obstacle, it stops. The crew stays protected inside the armored hull. Hydraulic systems engage. The bridge unfolds forward like a massive steel arm. Slowly, precisely, powerfully. Within minutes, a trench disappears. A gap becomes a road. Heavy tanks roll across without stopping. Once the crossing is complete, the Leopard Biber does not stay behind. It retrieves the bridge, folds it back onto the hull, and moves forward with the unit. This system is designed for mud, snow, ice, and combat-damaged terrain. Civilian bridges are fixed and predictable. Military bridges must be fast, mobile, and deployable under fire. That is exactly what the Leopard Biber provides. Now look at both machines together. One builds bridges on water, the other builds bridges on land. Different designs, same philosophy. Never stop the advance. Modern armies do not wait for roads. They bring the road with them, because in modern warfare, mobility is survival. The tank that keeps moving is the tank that wins.
Meestal kan je er niet meer uitkijken. Ja. Zie je dat je aan de zijkant iets meer op hebt? Niet ver gelegen, daar heb je ja, ongeveer 1 meter of iets bij van wat ik doe. Aan deze kant kun je het allemaal niet uit.